Hello everybody, Lego here, and I'm going to show you the PLLs that I use on the 3x3. Okay, so we'll start off with the Na-perm. Again, these are the algorithms that work best for me, and if you think there's an algorithm that would work better for me, then leave it in the comments and I'll be sure to check it out. So what I do is little l, u, r prime, d2, r, u prime, r prime, d2, r2. And I recognize this by having headlights in the back, so let's do that one more time. There you go. Now for the AB perm, I do a little L prime move and a R prime move at the same time. D2, R, U, R prime, D2, and then R, U prime, R. And I recognize this by having headlights right there. So I'll do that one more time. Now for the E perm, I do wide L like this, and then U prime, R prime, D, R, U, R prime, E prime, R, U, R prime, D, R, U prime, R prime, D prime. Just like that. And I recognize this by having the 4 pieces that need to be switched around, obviously. And then this color is the same as this color. And so I'll do it one more time. The F perm, I do it R prime, U prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U, R. And I recognize this by having just these pieces solved and these two pairs of pieces kind of messed up. So that a little bit faster is... Now for the GA perm, I do R2, little u, R prime, U, R prime, U prime, R, little u, R2, F prime, U, F. I recognize this by having these solved pieces right here and the two headlights on the left. So if I do that really fast, it would be like this. It's a little bit awkward at the end, but it works. Now for the GB perm, I do F prime, U prime, F, R2, little u, R prime, U, R, U prime, R, little u prime, R2. And so I recognize this by having these two pieces solved right here and headlights in the back. So that real quick is not as fast, but it's possible. Now for the GC perm, I use a little bit of a longer algorithm, but it works better for me. So I do R2, F2, R, U2, R, U2, R prime, F, R, U, R prime, U, R prime, F, R2. So I recognize this as the block right here on the left and the headlights on the right. So that real fast is... Now the GD perm is just the opposite of that. So we do R2, F prime, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, F prime, R, U2, R prime, U2, R prime, F2, R2. So I recognize this as having the block on the left like this, and headlights in the back. So that again is... Now for the H perm, M2, U, M2, U2, M2, U, M2. So that's pretty standard. Just recognize opposite colors everywhere. So now for the JA perm, this one's pretty awkward. It's the only one of my PLLs that uses the cube rotation. So it's R prime, U2, R, U, R prime, Z, R2, U, R prime, D, R, U prime. And so I recognize it by just having a J shape that's upside down like this. And then if I did that fast, it would be like this. A little bit messed up, but there you go. For the JB perm, we'll do R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime. So I just recognize this as having a J shape right here, the misplaced pieces. So now for the NA perm, this one's pretty long, but it's also pretty fluent. I do R, U, R prime, U, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U2, R, U prime, R prime. So I just recognize this as having an opposite block here, and an opposite block here, and this one's on the top as opposed to being on the bottom. So and the NB perm isn't as long, but it is pretty awkward. So R prime, U, R prime, F, R, F prime, R, U prime, R prime, F prime, U, F, R, U, R prime, U prime, R. So I just recognize this as having opposite blocks again, with this one being on the bottom as opposed to being on the top. So now for the RA perm, this one's pretty similar to the JB perm. It's R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U2, R prime, U2, R prime, F, R, U, R, U2, R prime, U prime. And so I recognize this as having just the awkward two pieces there, and opposite colors right next to each other in the back. And so that a little bit faster would be like this. And now for the RB perm, I do R prime, U2, R, U2, R prime, F, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F prime, R2, U prime. So I recognize it the same way as the RA perm, only there's opposite colors right here as opposed to right here. So that again would be like this. Now for the T perm, this is one of my favorites too. It's just a standard T perm. You do R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime. So I just recognize this as having a T shape right here, and this piece right here. This one's opposite. So you do, now for the UA perm, I do R, U prime, R, U, R, U, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R2. So I recognize this as just having these three pieces that need to be switched, and this one's opposite. So now the UB perm is just the opposite of that. It's R2, U, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, U prime, R prime, U, R prime. So I recognize this as having not opposite colors here, and just these pieces that need to be switched. So now for the V perm, I do R prime, U, R prime, little d prime, R prime, F prime, R2, U prime, R prime, U, R prime, F, R, F. So I recognize this is just having these two pieces that need to be switched and these two pieces that need to be switched. So basically these pieces and these pieces are misplaced. So again, now for the Y perm, I just use F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. So I just recognize this as having these three misplaced pieces in the back and the one misplaced piece in the front. So that a little bit faster would be like this. Now for the Z perm, I'll just do M2, U, M2, U, M prime, U2, M2, U2, M prime, U2. And I just recognize this as having these back two pieces as needed to switch. I don't know why I just don't do the front pieces, but I just don't. So again, this. So I hope this video helped you, or at least entertained you. It took surprisingly long to make. So if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to leave a suggestion down in the comments and a like to show me that you liked it. And you can even subscribe to be notified when a future video like this comes out. If you have any other questions or comments, you can leave them in the comments below. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye!